what was it like? Final day on the set of Veep. What was that like?
Oh man, the entire last week was pretty emotional, and it ranged. I mean, some people were getting a lot of tears, obviously, a lot of hugs and thank yous and goodbyes. Tony Hale gave me a particularly hard time, just I think trying to get me to break.
What do you mean?
He wanted me to cry.
Okay.
Everyone was sort of crying and saying goodbye, and I wouldn't do it.
You're not a crier? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I am. I'll go there, but I don't think I could let myself do it just yet. I instead sort of adopted a mentality of, I was fist pumping, tossing the cap in the air. There's not many shows. You get to go 7 seasons and get to go out on our own terms and sort of do what we did in the show. So it felt very triumphant. I loved it. I loved everybody I got to work with. So I broke later.
You did?
Yeah.
But the last week, I mean, when your last shot, I guess, of that.
Oh yeah, I mean,
what was your favorite episode
of this last season?
No, in the history of the show where you're involved in it, and
I think it was season 4, I believe, the congressional hearing where the one of the panel, the senators on the congressional panelists starts reading all the insults from the emails to Jonah, and just like a laundry list.
I wish you could read them out right now.
I know.
I mean,
I know. Find that footage.
I would ask what your favorite line that was written for you would be, but this is a safe for work show.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
You couldn't do that.
No.
Oh my gosh. I just loved it. It was incredible. Now tell me about Why Women Kill, which is available on CBS All Access right now.
It's from Mark Cherry, who brought Desperate Housewives. Mm-hmm. It's even a departure for him. It's dark, like the title implies. There's some murder and some death. Mm-hmm. It was fun because there's 3 different storylines: 60s, 80s, and today, and the stories all parallel each other in ways, but they all sort of deviate. There's lots of twists and turns. I'm in the modern day storyline, where, like you said, I'm an out of work author who somehow has convinced his wife to have an open relationship. I mean, it happens all the time in Los Angeles, right? I mean,
which you called a fantasy.
All writers just crush.
Yeah. That's right. Yes.
Especially loser writers. Too.
Nice.
But it was really fun. It was really fun because it's all heightened, and it's got this sort of soap opera kind of delivery to it. But we cover a lot of ground in 10 episodes of television. We got to do a lot of really cool stuff. And my character in particular, I mean, he starts off, he's a nerd. He rediscovers his love of cocaine, and then he goes down this rabbit hole and the other, and it all ends up with, I don't want to give anything away, but
sure.
The killing spree at the end is pretty great.
And you can check it out on CBS All Access, which is a home of a ton of great television shows, including right now Why Women Kill. And then Black and Blue in theaters October 25th, a thriller film. We've had a couple of your colleagues on the show, Mike Coulter and Frank Grillo. Frank loves making fun of a photograph of me running on the beach with my dog, Hudson. Frank's an alpha male.
You think so?
Just a little, just a wee bit.
Just a little bit?
Just a wee bit.
Yeah.
So
the veins and the muscles.
The veins and the muscles are a dead giveaway. Yeah.
Leather jacket, the boots.
The look like
veins in the jacket.
And Frank
leather jacket.
Again, Frank looks like a guy and sounds like a guy I went to high school with who's asking me, like, what are you doing here? Like that sort of thing. Like I walk in the gym class, what are you doing here? Like that's the sort of thing that. And as a matter of fact, I think he says that to me when he sits here on the show, and I'm like, I'm hosting it, Frank. That's what I'm doing here. But anyway, tell me about Black and Blue.
It's a great. I love cop thrillers, and it like noir is one of my favorite genres. And this would fit nicely into the noir vibe. Naomi Harris plays a rookie cop in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. I play her ride-along partner, and she witnesses something that she's not supposed to see at the hands of Frank Grillo and his sort of crew of corrupt cops. And she's on the run, and the whole movie takes place over the course of about 48 hours. So you're following it, obviously not quite in real time, but you're getting this really dense thriller. And and we bring technology into it, and it's a bit of an indictment on, some of the injustices that we're seeing now coming from all different kinds of, police departments. It was a lot of fun. There's great action in it too. Deon Taylor, man, he's a phenomenal director, and our cinematographer Dante Spinotti, who shot, L.A. Confidential, and I mean, just the man's a living legend, so the movie just looks really cool.
And it's in theaters October 25th.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.